Imagine opening your iPhone like a book and seeing a massive display that looks smooth, clean, and premium. No distracting crease catching the light. No prototype feel, just a foldable iPhone that finally feels finished. That's exactly why the newest leaks around Apple's first foldable are getting so much attention, because if the rumors are true, the iPhone Fold Ultra could be the device that changes how people see foldable phones forever. Apple is reportedly preparing to enter the foldable smartphone market with a flagship-level device expected around late 2026. And yes, that sounds far away, but Apple's timing is kind of the point. While other brands have spent years pushing foldables forward, they've also exposed the same problems again and again. Visible creases, hinges that age over time, bulky designs, and software that sometimes feels like a stretched version of a regular phone. Apple's approach is usually to wait, watch, and then drop a product that targets the biggest pain points with a more polished, it just works experience. And the iPhone Fold Ultra leaks read exactly like that kind of strategy. Let's start with what could be the biggest headline: the display. The iPhone Fold Ultra is rumored to feature a 7.8-inch internal OLED screen. That size instantly places it in the ultra-premium foldable category, competing with devices like Samsung's Galaxy Z Fold lineup. But Apple doesn't just want a big screen. It's rumored to be aiming for something that foldable fans have wanted for years: a display that looks almost crease-free in real-world use. If Apple can meaningfully reduce the crease, that alone could become the #1 reason people upgrade, because the crease is still the most common complaint about foldable smartphones, even in the most expensive models. So how would Apple pull that off? According to the leaks, the secret weapon is the hinge. Apple is reportedly exploring hinge engineering inspired by Oppo's liquid metal approach, a design direction that could improve durability while distributing pressure across the fold more evenly. In simple terms, a better hinge can reduce stress at the folding point, which is one of the main reasons creases form and become more visible over time. If Apple nails the hinge, it doesn't just improve the look of the screen. It improves the long-term feel of the entire device. Because the hinge is the heart of any foldable phone, and Apple isn't stopping at the inner display. The outer screen is rumored to be around 5.5 inches, designed for quick, efficient use, checking notifications, replying to a message, controlling music, scanning an email, or grabbing a fast photo, without needing to unfold the phone every time. That matters more than people think, because the best foldables aren't the ones that force you to open them constantly. They're the ones that let the cover display handle everyday speed, while the inner display becomes your bigger workspace for deeper tasks. Now here's where the iPhone Fold Ultra starts sounding genuinely futuristic: the thickness. When unfolded, the device is rumored to be around 4.5 mm thin. If Apple actually achieves that, it could be one of the slimmest foldable phones in the world in its open form. And thin matters because foldables often feel chunky, especially when folded, so reducing thickness is one of the clearest ways to make foldables feel more like a normal phone you'd actually want to carry daily. A thinner build also signals confidence in engineering. And Apple loves products that feel precise and refined. To make a foldable thin and durable at the same time, materials become critical, and the leaks suggest Apple may use a titanium and aluminum chassis. That combination fits Apple's Ultra branding perfectly: premium feel, strong structure, and a lighter weight than you'd expect for something with a hinge, dual displays, and a large internal screen. This also hints that Apple isn't treating this like an experimental side product. If it's called Ultra and built with premium metals, it's meant to sit at the top of the lineup and compete with the most expensive devices on the market. Performance is another area where Apple could separate itself. The iPhone Fold Ultra is rumored to run an Apple A20 Pro chip, potentially built on TSMC's 2nm process. If that's accurate, we're talking about a major leap in both performance and power efficiency. For a foldable, efficiency matters as much as raw speed because you're powering a larger display and potentially doing more multitasking. Add in the rumor of 12 GB of RAM, and this starts sounding like a foldable iPhone designed for heavy use, multi-app workflows, high-end gaming, serious photo and video editing, and whatever Apple continues to push with on-device AI features over the next few years. And speaking of day-to-day usability, one of the more interesting rumors is authentication. The iPhone Fold Ultra is rumored to include Touch ID integrated into the power button. That's a big deal because foldables can be used in more orientations and angles than a standard phone, and face-based unlocking can become less convenient depending on how you're holding the device, whether it's half open, fully open, or folded shut. A power button Touch ID solution is fast, reliable, and works in almost any posture. It's also a feature many people still miss, especially for quick unlocking without needing to line up your face. Battery is another major piece of the foldable puzzle. The leaks point to a dual-cell 5,400 mAh battery. Dual-cell designs are common in foldables because the internal layout has to work around the hinge system, and splitting the battery can help balance weight and fit components more efficiently. The important part is what this signals. Apple knows a foldable iPhone can't be a charge-by-dinner device. If Apple wants the iPhone Fold Ultra to feel like a true daily driver, it needs all-day battery life even with a big internal OLED display. Pair a large battery with an efficient 2nm chip, and suddenly battery life could be one of the iPhone Fold Ultra's strongest selling points instead of a compromise. Now let's zoom out, because Apple entering the foldable phone market isn't just another product launch, it's a potential industry shift. Right now, Samsung is the most established name in foldables, and other brands have pushed impressive hardware too. But Apple's advantage is rarely one single spec. It's the way Apple blends hardware, software, and ecosystem into a single experience. If Apple builds iOS features specifically for a foldable form factor, true multitasking, smarter app layouts, fluid transitions from cover screen to main screen, and seamless continuity with Mac, iPad, Apple Watch, and AirPods, the iPhone Fold Ultra could feel like the first foldable designed for mainstream users instead of early adopters. And this is where the ecosystem rumors get even bigger. Industry speculation suggests Apple could expand foldable technology beyond the iPhone, potentially leading to a foldable iPad built for productivity and portability, or even a hybrid device that blends iPad and MacBook-style workflows. Imagine a larger foldable screen that becomes a portable workstation, something that can switch between tablet mode, keyboard workflows, and desktop-like tasks without carrying multiple devices. If Apple takes foldables seriously across categories, it could create a connected family of foldable products that share the same design language and software intelligence, which is something competitors would have a hard time matching. Of course, a product like the iPhone Fold Ultra won't be cheap. The Ultra name alone suggests a premium positioning, possibly even above the Pro Max in price. But Apple likely understands the foldable buyer, people who want the newest form factor, the biggest screen in your pocket, and flagship materials and performance without feeling like they're beta testing the future. If Apple delivers a thinner design, a stronger hinge, and a display that minimizes the crease, that premium price becomes easier to justify for a lot of users who've been waiting for foldables to mature.